Hello, my name is Mundinger and I live in Wichita, Kansas. I'm a 17-year-old junior and attend Mace High School. I participate in forensics, debate, band, and volunteer in my free time. I wish to attend Wichita State University or Newman University and pursue either a major in business or a major in philosophy. Thomas Jefferson advised people to determine never to become idle. No person will have occasion to complain of the want of time who never loses any. It is wonderful how much can be done if we are always doing. The Declaration of Independence works constantly as Jefferson advises. It tells us that life in 2008, with it, will provide an equal, fair government for a brighter tomorrow. For more than a year, America sent petitions to England proclaiming their grievances against the British government. And on June 8, 1776, America broke its ties with the British Empire with the signing of the Declaration of Independence. In doing so, our founding fathers created quite possibly the most influential document in American history. One may ask, however, how a 200-year-old document can tell us anything about America today. When evaluating the Declaration, the precedents it set for government have allowed for a secure government. The Declaration set these precedents by borrowing the beliefs of philosopher John Locke. When the Declaration was written, Locke's philosophies were used as a primary basis. He was even directly copied at points in the Declaration. Locke believed that the attitudes toward a law would prove its fairness and its solidity. Today, Locke's impact can be seen in multiple facets of our government, the first being the checks and the balances system. Locke believed that the governmental powers should be separated to ensure that the government didn't become too powerful. With the Declaration in mind, the separate branches of government were created to check the power of the government, and thus maintain the beliefs of a for the people, by the people approach. The Declaration is massively present today through the constitutional balance system, which allows the Supreme Court to overturn laws established by Congress deemed unconstitutional. The system is constantly present with landmark rulings on like those of Brown versus Board of Education, Smith versus Albright, and Texas versus Johnson, which all restore the rights and maintain the constitutional rights of all the men who are created equal. To this day, the constitutional balance system helps all Americans regardless of race, age, or religion. The system of balance owes its existence to the Declaration and the ideas that it presented for the first time in the society and the government. The Declaration is a living document and never becomes static in America. In summary, the precedents set by the Declaration tell us that without this document, in current times and in future times, our country cannot succeed in continually assuring a government that is fair. Thomas Jefferson once said that all tyranny needs to gain a foothold is for people of good conscience to remain silent. Because of the age and the content of the Declaration of Independence, drafted by the good people of America's past, I believe that the Declaration tells us that our lives will have a fair, stable government in 2008 and beyond, so long as we adhere strictly to its principles, keep a good conscience to cast out tyranny, and reaffirm the principles of the Declaration.